All right, what's up, everybody? This is Furious Francis here, and Sony just got wrapped up with their press conference, and I have to say it was a great press conference, much better than the EA's, Microsoft's, and Ubisoft's, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Sony announced for the PS4 they got a new IP coming from Sony Santa Monica. It's called The Order 1886, and it looks like a multiplayer co-op shooter type of game. Looks pretty cool from the trailer that they showed. Of course, there wasn't much, but it was all in-game stuff. Definitely check out PlayerAccess.com to see some of that. Next, what they showed out was some infamous Second Son. That's coming Q1 of 2014. They showed off some new smoke powers, him flying up real high in the air. Looks good, like always. Infamous, I'm a big fan. Love the first one. Didn't play the second one, but I'm definitely going to play Second Son at some point when I get my PS4. Next, Killzone, Shadowfall, Drive Club, Knack are all PS4 launch titles. You can expect those at launch this fall for the PS4. Next, we're going to go ahead and move on to Our World, the new and tasty. That was confirmed for the PS4. That's going to be a remake, basically a Super HD remake of the first game. Got some new content in there. Looks great. Plus, there's a slew of other indie content coming that Sony is supporting. So that's good to see the indies. Nintendo and Sony are representing the indies very well. Next, Square Enix showed off a new trailer for Final Fantasy Versus 13, which is now Final Fantasy 15, and you know what, to be honest, I like the older gameplay trailers of it because they showed more of the in-game battle engine and showed more of the mechanics. This one, they did have a little bit of that, but it was more of a cinematic trailer. It was all in-engine. It all looked great, but I do want to see more of it. I do want to see how it plays because, like I said, I don't want to be fooled by Final Fantasy again because I remember Final Fantasy 13 showed the same cool stuff, and when we played the game, it wasn't very good. So I'm thinking Versus is going to be good. It's made by Nomura, but I want to know that 15 is good and solid in the Final Fantasy that we're all expecting. But right now, I'm hyped for it. It looks great. We don't know when it's coming out, but they did talk about it. It looks very good. Next, they showed off Kingdom Hearts 3. That's going to be it's in development now, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be coming anytime soon. This could be 2 or 3 years down the line. But Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced for the PS4. They showed Sora hitting some of those black monsters that go all over the place, so that looked cool. Next, they showed off some exclusive Assassin's Creed. You'll be able to play as Aveline, the girl from the PS Vita version. She's going to be exclusive on the PS4. You're also going to have Final Fantasy 14. That's going to be on the PS4 as well as the PS3 and PC. So they're bringing that game over from the PS3 to the PS4. They're also going to have Elder Scrolls Online announced for the PS4. You're going to get, that's an exclusive timed beta for the PS4 users on the console, and that's going to be available early next year, in the spring next year, 2014. Avalanche, the people that made Just Cause 2, they showed off their new game Mad Max. That's also coming to the PS4. Probably the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things of the press conference, was that Sony is not going to be requiring any type of DRM checks. There's going to be used games, no mandatory online, no Kinect spying sensor on you, none of that stuff. You're going to be able to buy, sell used games, sell your games on eBay, rent from Redbox. All of that stuff is a go for right now from what they did say. I mean, we still don't know if other publishers can impose some type of restrictions, but as far as Sony and their studios go, none of that junk is going on, and it looks like it might be absolute with all of the other publishers too. We're going to have to see, but for right now, you can expect used games are going to be good. No DRM checks, no 24-hour checks. All of that's a good and go. Now, another maybe a downer of this is that you are going to have to pay for PlayStation Plus for multiplayer. So basically, it's like Xbox Live. That's a down. The console is reasonably priced, which we'll get into a little bit later. But you do have to pay, you know, PlayStation Plus price. You know, it's going to be like 50-something bucks a year. So that's the caveat with all this good stuff. You do have to pay for PlayStation Plus to play games online multiplayer. Destiny, they showed off some footage of Destiny. Looks great on the PS4. First-person shooter, RPG, MMO type game. Looks cool. The cloud gaming service, Gaikai, that Sony purchased a couple years ago, that's going to be taken into effect next year, and you're going to be able to stream PS3 games straight to your PS Vita or your PS4. I'm not sure if that's going to come part of a subscription or part of your PlayStation Plus membership. They still have to announce that. But they also are adding stuff to PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus is getting bigger. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those things. And probably the best news, one of the best news, other than the DRM thing, none of that, is that the PlayStation 4 is going to be out for $399 US, 399 euros, and 349 pounds this fall. next generation of gaming, PS4 is coming, and it's coming hard. $399. You do have to add in the whole cost for PlayStation Plus in there. But hey, you know, it's still $100 cheaper right off the bat, you know, than the Xbox 360. And it's $50 to $100 more expensive than the Wii U, which I think is going to get a price cut tomorrow. But anyway, okay, my overall impressions. Great press conference. The thing about it is that it was as far as all-time press conferences go, it wasn't one of the all-time best, but it was up there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like an A+, but it was up there like a B+. There's a lot of diversity within the games. They showed off a really reasonable price with $399, because remember, price is something that you need to factor in. They showed off a really reasonable price. They showed off plenty of games. There was a little bit too much shooters for my taste, but they did counteract the shooters with really cool games like Kingdom Hearts 3 and with Final Fantasy 15. Now, I'm just a little worried that these games aren't going to be out for the next, 3 or 4 years, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is early in development. There was no AI or any other things in the background. There was nothing. It was just a bunch of black monsters coming, then he jumped up and hit them, and it just says in development. So I mean, like, they probably just started on this thing. Nomura has been a busy guy, and he's leading up Final Fantasy Versus, which he's been developing forever, and Kingdom Hearts. These games might take a while, but still, the fact that they are coming to the PS4, we don't know if they're exclusive or not. Probably Versus exclusive. I don't think Nomura's going to have the time to develop for the Wii U or for the Xbox One, but maybe Kingdom Hearts 3 might come to the Wii U as well. I'm not sure. Xbox One, who knows? But overall, good stuff from Sony. Very good press conference, and Nintendo definitely needs to bring it tomorrow to match their energy. There's a lot of third-party support there. I'm not sure if Nintendo can match the amount of third-party support Sony has, because they're throwing money around like it's nobody's business, and a lot of people want to develop for Sony's platform. So yeah, overall conference, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A-. I'm gonna give it an A-. I'm thinking rationally now, because if they would have shown better footage of Kingdom Hearts, then it would have been an A. And if they would have shown better footage of Final Fantasy 15, like more footage, then it would have been an A. But since the two main Japanese games that we didn't get enough, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A-. Best conference so far today. Nintendo has to bring it. Tomorrow I'm going to do my overall E3 wrap-up as far as conferences go. It was a great day to be a Sony gamer. I am not a Sony gamer, to be honest. I like all consoles. I have a PS3, but I haven't been playing Sony games just because I haven't seen the JRPGs. But it was a great day. If you're into Sony games, or if you're into the shooters and stuff like that, you're going to be able to play Killzone and plenty of games this fall. You're going to have Drive Club. There's going to be stuff for you guys to play this fall on the PS4. So that was overall great conference, great games, great exclusives, way to bring out the games and stuff. So great job, Sony. Looking forward to Nintendo's conference early tomorrow morning. Make sure you check out my coverage of that on playeressence.com, and I'll also have a wrap-up video as well. Overall, Sony, good job. Solid A-, solid A-, and we will see you guys for our coverage on playeressence.com of E3 all week long. Peace.